Hi and welcome to a new video. In this video I'm going to show you the best spots to farm all the different crystals in, or all the different gemstones in, I mean. So I'm going to show you all the best locations and spots in from each gemstone. I'm going to try to do Jasper, but it can be quite hard to find. So let's get into it, and I will show you all the spots. So I'm going to start with Amber Crystal, which is the best spot, I would say, is you just use the compass. You want to locate not the king, you want to locate the queen, but I'm just gonna do the crystal at the same time. I'm just quickly gonna get the crystal. I'm gonna show you where I actually get it because I needed crystal. So you just use the compass again. You need to locate someone else already done the tunnel for me, so I just have to follow it. But you wanna get to the queen's, what's it called, the queen's den. And the best spot then to farm the crystals or gemstones, I mean, are like there. You see, there's a lot of it in the same spot. Same with there's another one there, and there's another one there. I would say this is the best. Just keep doing all those three spots, and then just wait for it to respawn. Because you can't do this one because it's too close to the what's called the queens, like the crystals. So you can't do those ones, but you can do all of these. Like you can just do all of these. So I would say this is the best spot for amber crystal, unless you want to do it through as mining. You can also just do it like a big mine of the huge area, and then just keep farming the different crystals that you find inside. But I would say this is quite an easy spot to farm it because you can just do all the. I think you can do this one too. I can test. Yeah, you can do it this side also. So there's even more than three locations that you can do it at. And then the other one I'm gonna show you. And the other one I'm gonna show you is the sapphire one. One spot that I a lot of times use but isn't the best is the one right up here, but someone's mining it. But there's a huge crystal that normally spawns right there, which is just right below where you come from when you come from the what's it called, crystal hollows. Then there's another location. I'm gonna try and find it. But yeah, you can also just farm all the gemstones by doing like this. You just mine all the huge area using the mole like Heart of the Mountain level, which mines 5 hard stones at a time. Or I have that. I haven't leveled it as much as I probably should, but you can, and then you can farm ruby at the same time. There isn't really a good way like where it's spawn open for ruby. So ruby, you're gonna have to do it mine like that. Then you have like spots like this where there's sapphire crystal gemstones all over the place, but it's probably, I wouldn't say this is the best location. And here you have even more sapphire, but it still isn't the best location. I know they have one better spot than this. And here you have the where it's what's called where you find you can. I'm pretty sure you can actually farm these. I'm not sure. But I wanna. This isn't the best location. I'm trying to find where the best location is, but it isn't always that easy to find. For sapphire, you can also do this where at same as others, you find different multiple crystals. And you just keep mining them in like just run around in a circle almost. Mine these, but you can also find there's like a big, like there's a big room where there's huge crystal at top, is where I would recommend farming. So I would see if I can find one and show. Here you have another room where you can have crystal all over the place, where you can just keep mining, run around in circle and farm those too. There's another room. There should be another room. Let's see if I can find it. If you want to find topaz, you just have to find where you find the bell, and you just have to mine all of these topaz crystals that's all around here. Watch out for all the yogs that spawn around here. I would say that's the best way if you want to farm, or one of the best ways if you want to farm topaz crystals. You can also just run around in the magma fields and find all of it, or just like I said with other ones, build a tunnel around them. So I would say that's probably one of the best ways to farm topaz crystals. So now let's get on to the next one. Can't seem to find the big, what's called the big room where the best location I would say to farm sapphire is. But you can see if I can find either a clip or if I can find a picture of it, and I'll put on the screen right now, and so you can see which I would say is the best one to farm sapphire, because I don't know why, but I don't seem to be able to find it. I don't know how to find it, but I'll see if I can find a picture. Now let's move on to the Jasper gemstone and see if I can find it. I want to see if I can find Jasper one. That's one of the best ones for money making. But you want to find it in the magma fields, which is really rare. So I can't promise, but you want to find where they spawn, like where the Jasper gemstone spawn in the magma fields. So you can use the bell pet to get as much gemstone as you possibly can. There's fully new mines to dive in. But yeah, let's see if I can find where the Jasper gemstone spawn in the magma fields. I will let you know if I find it. And the best location to farm jade crystals is in the mines of diamond, and mine all of these crystals in the roof, because there's a lot of them. You can even farm the ones out here. There's one small there, one small there. There's a few small ones up here. All around here, there's a few small ones. And of course, you have all the ones here in the roof as well. This is the best location if you want to farm jade and crystal. So I would recommend, if you're looking for jade crystals, you should go to the mines of diamond and just farm all of these crystals here. Now let's get on to the next gemstone. For amethyst gemstone, there isn't really any good ways. So all you can really do for find amethyst is by just mining around like this and finding the crystals. And just build like a big route around them. They can easily get to a bunch of the crystals at the same time. Like here, I found one here. Then you just mine around it, and then you find another one. So you just keep going back to around the crystals. You just go back and forth, and so you build like a big tunnels to all of the crystals. So easily can get to them. I would say that's the best way to farm amethyst crystal, because there isn't really any spawns where they spawn a lot of them in, or at least not what I found. So I would say that's the best way if you want to farm amethyst. You can also just run around and look for them, but I would say that's the best, because then you can just keep going back to the same. We say you find 5 crystals, just keep going in a circle around those 5 and just keep farming them. I would say that's the best way for amethyst. And now let's get on to the next crystal. I've been looking for what's called where the Jasper crystal gemstone spawn for about an hour, and I can't find it. So I'm just gonna either find a clip or a picture of it, and I will show you on the screen. But it's if you find where the Jasper crystal spawns in the magma fields, it's the best spot for it, because then you can use the bell pit to get even more mining fortune, since it gives you a boost on all your stats. So I would say that's the best location if you want to farm, and it's also the best gemstone to farm for money, actually, because it's the most expensive one. So that's the best way to farm money through what's it called, through just if you want to do farm money through gemstones, that's probably the best one, I would say. But yeah, if you like this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.